What's up guys, Chicks here from Chicks Tech Reviews. So today I've got my hands on the brand new Apple TV 4K. So this is the very latest 2021 version, and it's been 4 years since we've seen a new Apple TV 4K. So as soon as they announced this, I was super excited to get my hands on it. So the new model brings more power, more performance, real 4K streaming across the board, including HDR10, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and a brand new improved remote control, amongst some other great features. All right, so let's quickly go through the specs. So this is running the Apple A12 Bionic. That is actually a Hexa-core CPU clocked at 2.4 gigahertz, and it's a 7 nanometer chip. And you've got quad-core graphics from the Apple A12. Now this comes in two variants, 32 gigs and 64 gigs. And I've actually picked up here the 64 gig variant, as it's only a difference of £20. Now we do have dual band Wi-Fi AC, gigabit LAN, Bluetooth version 5. You have the latest version of tvOS, which I believe is 14.6. And you've got HDMI 2.1. Now this does support the very best Dolby Vision and HDR10. You've also got Dolby Atmos sound, DTS 5.1 and 7.1 surround sound. Inside the box, you will find. So we've got a quick start guide and some Apple stickers, of course. Lightning cable for the remote control. Power cable for the actual unit. The new and improved remote control. So this is a Bluetooth remote. It feels very nice in the hands. It's made completely from metal, and you can see that the finishing looks impressive just for the remote. Apple logo on the back, lightning port at the bottom. We've got the microphone on the side, and you've got some touch controls, power button, and some other extra buttons to play around with. So it definitely feels great in the hands. I look forward to testing this out. And last but not least, the Apple TV itself. I nearly said TV box, guys. So here it is, finally in my hands. So matte black finish, Apple TV logo engraved. Very, very nice build quality, I must add. Shiny black reflective finish all the way around. On the back, you've got 3 simple ports, power socket, HDMI, and a gigabit LAN. And this is what the bottom of the box looks like. So we can see some ventilation all the way around at the bottom, which is certainly a good thing. Now, the size of the unit, it is roughly the size of an Android TV box. In fact, it actually feels slightly smaller, although it does have a bit of thickness to it. And to give you some indication of the size, I will bring in the new Mecool KM2. So you can see side by side, the Apple TV looks slightly smaller. If I place it on top, you can actually see the size difference right there. But in thickness, Apple TV is certainly the thicker device. And also in weight, Apple TV weighs nearly double than a regular Android TV box. So that's 425 grams to be exact. So without any further ado, I'm going to get this hooked up and give it a full test. And we are going to find out exactly how good this product really is. I'll be right back. First of all, I ran a boot up speed test, and the Apple TV took 15 seconds to load up to the home screen. Automatically set up your Apple TV with iPhone, or you can do it manually. And before I could even read what it says on the screen, it says on my phone, set up Apple TV. So I'm going to hit set up, authentication, put the code in. So it's 1995 for me. And you can see in the background, setting up your Apple TV tvOS. So here we are. This is Apple's tvOS, and I have to say it looks really clean. So on the top, you've got a featured section, which will keep changing, and it will show you previews of what you can watch next. And if you hit the down key, you'll be presented with a whole bunch of icons, and these are your apps. So we've got Apple TV, you've got Apple Music, you've got your Apple Photos, Apple Arcade, and then you've got your Apple Fitness as well. Now here is the App Store. You've got your podcasts, movies, TV shows, search, all for iTV Hub, BBC iPlayer, settings, computers, My5, and UK TV Play. Now you can actually move the system menu icons around. So if you keep the OK button pressed on any icon, you will see it will start flashing. You can then press left or right to move the icon. And once you're happy with the location, just hit the OK button and you're done. So you can rearrange these icons to suit your own personal preference. So first thing I'm going to do is head over to the main system settings. We should be running 14.6, and that is the latest firmware. And just show you what to expect from here. So you've got general, user accounts, video and audio, AirPlay and HomeKit, remotes and devices. You've got accessibility, apps, network, system, and sleep now. And quickly show you the remote control as well. So if you just slide your finger up or down, you've got these touch controls, but you've also got sliding gestures that you can do. So very, very responsive, these sliding gestures. If I just focus on the screen, you can see. So you can just press the center to choose your selection. So you've got dark mode, as we like to call it. You've got light mode. I'm going to leave it on dark mode. It's more friendly to the eyes. Restrictions. In case you've got children that like downloading games and making purchases on your behalf, you can, of course, restrict all of that from this section. Siri languages, Siri history, and then you can see me scroll through the rest of the settings. All right, so we've got user accounts. So the Apple TV supports multiple users, so you can have individual users to access their own information. Now, video and audio, I just want to quickly skim through. You can set the video format to your preference, or you can leave it on the default. So my default is 4K Dolby Vision. Another really cool feature is match content. So it supports matching dynamic range and automatically matching the frame rate. Now I have both of these switched off. I'm about to switch them on. So what that means is you can play a film or a TV show in its original frame rate, and it can automatically switch. You can reset the video settings, and then you have all of your audio and sound options there, along with color balancing, wireless audio sync, zoom and overscan, and you've got color bars. One of the main features of this device is Airplay and HomeKit, and Airplay is on by default, and all of those smart home devices that support HomeKit, you can also configure them. Now, remotes and devices, if you tap on that, you can see the click pad is click and touch. If you didn't want that touch gesture on, because sometimes it will accidentally go down or up when you don't mean it to. So if you want it click only, you can set it to that. So you can see the touch is now off. TV button, there is a TV button on the remote control. When you press it, it opens up Apple TV app. That's what it's set on, but you can customize that to go to the home screen or Apple TV app. I'm going to go to the home screen because there's no home screen button on the remote control, and I find that more convenient to have. There's the remote control battery, 71% battery life. Bluetooth, you can add other devices like Bluetooth mouse, Bluetooth keyboards, and you can also set the Apple TV so it can control your TV's volume control, for example. See that's my TV volume going up and down, and there's the mute. And quick read of the rest of the options. You've got accessibility, apps, network, system, and sleep now. So on to the fun stuff. Let's first of all try out some 4K streaming and see how this box performs. Let's begin with YouTube, and YouTube does need to be downloaded. And here is a quick look at the App Store. So you've got the Discover section, giving you a whole bunch of recommendations on what you can download. Then you've got apps. So specific app sections, you've got top free, top paid. And then we've got our games section. So this is the most powerful chip we have ever had in an Apple TV. So that means gaming performance is going to be on another level. So I am also going to download a whole bunch of games that we're going to test on this. So let's first of all open up YouTube and test out some 4K streaming on YouTube. All right, good opportunity to do a voice search. So I'm going to hold the microphone button down. Here we go. 4K video. You can see that worked fine. So let's go ahead and play the usual 4K video test on YouTube. And as you can see, YouTube supports a maximum resolution of 4K.
Too much power. You've proven you can rule yourself.
All right, next up, we're going to be testing out 4K on Netflix. And as you can see, Netflix supports both Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound.
Is supported by 3 junior dancers.
On site at the pizzeria and saying that the bomb was just straight up plastic explosives.
All right, thank you.
And Disney Plus also supports 4K, HDR, Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound.
I think you should leave.
Now you can also pair up game controllers. This supports a PlayStation DualShock 4, Xbox Wireless, or an MFI controller. So I've got a DualShock 4 controller, which I'm going to try connecting to the Apple TV. So go to Bluetooth. I've got the controller in pairing mode, and to get there, all you do is keep the share button and the PS button pressed until you see that flashing light. Select DualShock 4, and it says controller connected. It's as simple as that. And now you can actually control all the system menus with your PlayStation controller. So let's go ahead and play a few games, and we're going to begin with Asphalt 8. Check out some Apple arcade games. So here is an example of Steam Link. I've connected to my gaming laptop. This is the Lenovo Legion, and you can see I can play and stream those games from my laptop directly to the Apple TV. Awesome stuff. Now, one of the best features of Apple TV is, of course, Airplay, which lets you screen mirror your iPhone, and it works extremely well with very minimal lag. And then you can pretty much run any app that's on your iPhone and enjoy it on the big screen. So I'm about to Airplay Call of Duty on very high graphics and maximum frame rate. I've connected the PS4 controller directly to my phone this time. Alright, let's see how it plays. And just to prove I am using the controller, you can see what I'm doing there. And just to prove that this is being Airplayed, you can see. That's actually not bad. Now, how well this game plays depends on your internet connection, of course. The better your internet, the better this is going to play. So that was the awesomeness of Airplay, and it was, as you saw, very stable, very playable. You can play games and you can run all sorts of apps that you wouldn't be able to find on the Apple TV App Store. Also, at any point with your phone, you can just bring up the remote control by sliding Control Center down, and that will give you a full remote control with swipe gestures, and you've got your microphone, play, pause, menu, and search. So there you have it, guys. That was the latest Apple TV 4K. This is a well-made, well-designed premium streaming box. It does the streaming side very well. So 4K streaming across the board in all the major apps, which include YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, Disney, BBC ITV, and lots more. You also have wide support for Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound. The streaming experience is brilliant. I've got no complaints there. Now, Wi-Fi speeds were also very good, and the Gigabit LAN also comes quite handy. You do have support for third-party wireless Bluetooth controllers like PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 and the Xbox One game controller, and the gaming performance is very nice on this device. So most boxes are ticked when it comes to everyday streaming performance. So great Wi-Fi, nice and fast UI, general performance is very nice. You've got an excellent remote control, one of the best remote controls I have tested on a streaming device. Now the Airplay feature is always a treat, and it opens the doors, giving you slightly more functionality. Now I am also pleased to say that Internet TV via SmartAs works fine, and the IPTV SmartAs app can be downloaded legit from the App Store. But what about the cons? Well, you've got no microSD expansion, no USB expansion, limited app availability in the App Store, so massively popular games and apps like PUBG Mobile and COD Mobile are not available to download from the App Store, but you can still AirPlay them from an iPhone if you have one. Now, it's not the same, but as they say, where there is a will, there is a way. Now, another con, no third-party app support, so you can't sideload any apps or download apps from USB for obvious reasons. It just is not supported by the ecosystem unless you can find a way to jailbreak this device, and I'm not sure if the jailbreak is currently available, so I will be looking into that next, and a possible video coming soon. And looking at all of those cons and what Apple TV 4K offers, I just feel like the price is just too high for a streaming device. So it's like a overpriced 4K streaming device. Now we have much cheaper options out there. For example, Google's new Chromecast TV offers a similar 4K streaming experience for only £59. And you also have Amazon's Fire TV Stick 4K, which again will give you a similar 4K streaming experience for around £49, and sometimes cheaper when you can grab it on sale. Let's check out the top Android TV box chart of 2021, where you can compare all the specs and prices of all the latest streaming devices. So as you can see, Apple TV 4K has taken position 1 based on its benchmark score. Now, whilst I couldn't benchmark the actual Apple TV 4K, what we do know is the Apple TV 4K has exactly the same specifications, the same chipset as found in the iPhone XS. So the A12 Bionic. So basically I borrowed the benchmark score from the iPhone XS to rank this new Apple TV model, as they are essentially the same specs. So yes, it's ranked number 1 based on benchmarks. However, I have rated this device 3.9 out of 5. So bottom line, the Apple TV 4K is really designed for those who are heavily invested in the ecosystem and are willing to pay a high price for it. If I had a choice personally between the Apple TV 4K 2021 versus Nvidia Shield TV Pro 2019 version, I would actually pick the Nvidia Shield, as it offers much more functionality for your money. And yes, I know Apple TV has always felt limited in functionality, and it's designed for a certain niche or a certain group of people. No offense to Apple fans, as I also am heavily invested in Apple's ecosystem, but when it comes to a TV streaming device, Android just offers a much better overall experience and functionality. Now I do hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.